Welcome back to Royal Chronicles, the channel where we pull back the velvet curtain on the most fascinating lives behind palace walls. If you're new here, welcome to the family. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a royal story that the mainstream media buries. Now, before we dive in, I want you to imagine something. You're at a muddy equestrian event somewhere in the British countryside. Wellies on the ground, hot tea in hand, horses thundering past. You strike up a conversation with the woman standing next to you. She's relaxed, funny, completely unpretentious. She talks horses with you like she's been doing it her whole life, laughs loudly at something her husband says, and cheers like a regular spectator. Only later do you find out that woman is the Queen's granddaughter. That is Zara Tindall. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why people who meet her in real life walk away saying the same thing every single time: she's so normal. I completely forgot she was a royal. Stay with me, because Zara's story is unlike any other in the British royal family, and it is so much more layered than people realize. Let's start with the basics, because a lot of people genuinely don't know the full picture. Zara Tindall, born Zara Phillips in 1981, is the daughter of Princess Anne and Captain Mark Phillips, making her the granddaughter of the late Queen Elizabeth II. By blood, she is as royal as it gets. She grew up inside one of the most famous families on the planet, with all the history, the protocol, and the weight that comes with that. But here is where Zara's story takes a fascinating turn. Unlike her cousins William, Harry, Beatrice, Eugenie, Zara was never given a royal title. Princess Anne made that deliberate choice for both her children. And rather than that being a source of bitterness, it became, arguably, the greatest gift her mother ever gave her. Without a title, Zara was free. Free to build her own identity. Free to move through the world on her own terms. And that freedom, you can see it in every single thing she does. Because here is what Zara did with that freedom: she went out and became a world-class athlete entirely on her own merit. She is an Olympic silver medalist in equestrian eventing, winning at the 2012 London Olympics on home soil, in front of the world. She is a former FA World Eventing champion. She has competed at the highest levels of her sport for decades, earning every single accolade through hard work, discipline, and raw talent. Not through her surname, not through palace connections, through grit. And that athletic career shaped her in ways you cannot fake. When you've spent years getting thrown from horses, training in the rain, competing against the world's best with nothing but your skill to rely on, you develop a groundedness that no finishing school can teach. Zara Tindall earned her place. And she knows it. And that, perhaps more than anything else, is why she carries herself the way she does. Now let's get into the moments that have made Zara the royal that people genuinely cannot stop talking about for all the right reasons. At public events, Zara is consistently spotted doing things that make royal watchers do a double take. She queues up with the crowd. She chats freely with strangers. She laughs loudly and without restraint. She rolls her eyes affectionately at her husband, former England rugby captain Mike Tindall, like any wife would. She wrangles her 3 kids Mia, Lena, and Lucas in public with the frazzled, loving energy of any ordinary mum. There are no airs, no manufactured elegance, no performance. At the Cheltenham Festival, one of Britain's biggest horse racing events, Zara and Mike are practically a fixture, and not in the stiff, ribbon-cutting sense. They are in it, mixing with racegoers, visibly enjoying themselves, fully present. People approach her, and she welcomes it. She engages. She remembers details. She asks questions back. One racegoer reportedly said they chatted with Zara for several minutes before their friend pulled them aside. They had no idea. She was just like a normal person, they said. Genuinely down to earth. No side to her at all. That is not a one-off account. That is the pattern. And patterns tell the truth. Here is the deeper question though: why is Zara like this, when others in her position are not? Several things converge to create the woman she is today. The no-title decision by Princess Anne gave Zara the psychological space to develop a real sense of self outside of royal identity. She was never defined by a label, so she never hid behind one. Her marriage to Mike Tindall, a straight-talking, no-nonsense rugby lad from Otley, has kept her anchored in a world far removed from palace formality. Mike has spoken openly and warmly about their relationship, and the two are widely regarded as one of the most genuinely happy couples in the entire royal orbit. That stability and normalcy at home radiates outward. And her sport gave her community. The equestrian world is one where results speak louder than bloodlines. It doesn't matter who your grandmother is if your horse refuses at the third fence. Zara learned early that real respect is earned, not inherited. In a royal landscape that is increasingly turbulent, fractured by controversy, media warfare, and questions of relevance, Zara Tindall quietly represents something that the institution desperately needs more of: authenticity. She is not trying to modernize the monarchy through carefully crafted campaigns or rebrand herself for a new generation. She is simply being herself, consistently, publicly, and without apology. And in doing so, she is doing more for the image of British royalty than 1,000 polished press releases ever could. People trust her, not because they've been told to, because she gives them a reason to. Zara Tindall is proof that the most powerful thing a royal can do in today's world is simply be human. She is a granddaughter of a queen, an Olympic champion, a mother of 3, and somehow impossibly, wonderfully still the woman at the party that people forget is a royal. And I think that's exactly how she likes it. That's all for today on Royal Chronicles. If you love this deep dive into Zara's world, share this video with a fellow royal fan, and drop a comment below. What is it about Zara that you admire most? And if you haven't already, subscribe. We have so many more stories like this one waiting for you. The real stories. The layered ones. The ones worth telling. We'll see you in the next one.